Seven Harrys, this is the most complicated scene in the world!
I know pretty much how it's going to be.
None of us quite have any idea what's going on.
I can see it in my head very clearly. We shoot that way, and that way.
It was really fun. It's bloody confusing though.
Even a bit unnerving, to be honest.
It's really difficult to shoot, but it was really rewarding. It's really fun.
So here we are at Privet Drive. Harry has just received a rescue party. The audacious plan that they've hatched is to transform a number of them into another Harry.
Ow! Blimey, Hermione! She's got one. Yeah.
When I read that, I really looked forward to it because I knew that the potential for wonder and comedy was just great.
It's just one of those sequences, though, that requires a lot of careful preparation.
Basically, you have the motion control camera, and it's programmed by computer so that it does exactly the same moves each time. We'd shoot one version with me as one of the characters, and we'd shoot another version with me as another character. And it was very specific stuff, so like if you were moved too far an inch to your left, it was unusable because then you would, in theory, be standing on a version of me that we then filmed next, which is going to be put in later, if you sort of follow me. If you do follow that, then well done, you should join the visual effects department.
And so you have these 7 people who look exactly the same. But David Yates had Daniel Radcliffe actually show a little bit of each person's character as they were dressing and looking like Harry himself.
I watched him do me, and that's quite close, really, uncannily close. A bit frightening, really. It was almost mirrored.
You start to look at people in a very analytical way when you're kind of studying them. Like Rupert walks with a real wiggle in his hips. You know, it's actually quite a sexy walk, if that's appropriate to say.
It's really weird kind of watching someone kind of pretend to be you. Did it really well, and you kind of got all my posture and everything down, and it was quite strange.
It was really interesting for all of us to be involved in directing, basically, because we know those characters, and also in our own habits and how we move and how we'd say things, and to make it real.
The most surprising thing was how quickly I got Emma. I hadn't really done that much kind of work on it particularly.
Harry, your eyesight really is awful.
And I was expecting Emma to be really, really difficult. And David Yates just went, yep, we got that, check the gate. With the other ones, we'd all been going to like 10, 11, 12 takes on all of them.
Action. And Dan getting the opportunity to play with Fred and George. That's what's really fun.
Dan? I haven't got anything a bit more sporting, have you? Because I'd spent quite a lot of time looking at the Phelps twins, and because I knew I'd be spending a lot of time being them.
They were obviously so precise, both David and Dan, on getting it bang on, that they were going to get the right actions. Just things that you noticed, like how you stand just at an actual stance.
They sort of stand almost like that, almost with turned out feet or something.
I think I should file a lawsuit.
I suppose there is an element of the fact that I've just seen them for so long and I have spent so much time around them that bits of their mannerisms and the way they phrase things as well kind of does bleed into you a little bit, and you probably do become quite tuned in to it. Bill, look away. I'm hideous. Bra's not coming off.
Hey, doing that again, ladies and gents.
All right, we'll be turning off.
Dan plays women really well, actually.
I was thrilled. That was one of the things I was delighted about, was how good I looked in Fleur's costume. I looked fantastic in women's clothing. And I was like, yeah, man, I look good. I look a rock star. So I was quite pleased with that.
With Dan in those 3 days, always saying, work it, just work it.
Bill, look away. I'm hideous.
Oh, smashing, mate. It was excellent.
And we did also, I have to say, break the record for the most number of takes ever done.
Take 73.
Because it all counts as the same shot for each pass when I do Fleur and Mungus and all those characters, it all counts as one shot, and we did get up to, I think, 95 takes on that one. It was a long day.
The actual sort of putting it together was reasonably simple until you get to the point where we had to do the facial changes. So we used a system called MOVA, which is a facial capture system.
This is ultraviolet makeup that only shows up under these lights. So we've decided to use this very exciting new technology where I'll be filmed from kind of all angles by about 26 or 27 cameras at once.
The actors gave us these fantastic kind of performances as they transformed, and we blended from one to the other, and it was very successful, actually.
It's probably a scene that we could not have done 5 years ago, and took great discipline on everybody's part, but particularly Dan.
We've basically translated it fairly faithfully because it's such fun in the book, and we wanted to bring that spirit to it.
It is the film equivalent of actually doing a magic trick, and I think people will have the same kind of wide-eyed, childlike response to that scene. And of course, I'm delighted with it because 7 of me are once on screen, so it's any actor's dream.
Wow, we're identical.